YouTube! Happy Valentine's Day! I'm so very happy to speak with you. I know it's been about almost a month since I've made a video, and I wanted to apologize for that and let you know that I will be making a more schedulized YouTube video schedule, and I've got a couple of new followers who are probably wondering where I've been, and of course I really do want this channel to grow so that more people with metastatic thyroid cancer or thyroid disease of any sort can be more educated and learn more about what it's all about. So I am really sorry that I haven't been around. I've had a lot going on. I don't even know where to begin to describe what I've had going on, but it has been a lot, and without any excuses further, I do want to let you know that I will be continuing to make videos again and uploading more on Wednesdays and Saturdays as usual. So without that being said, I do want to get into what this video is about. I know that mental health is a very trendy topic now, which is also very sad because a lot of people really suffer from mental health issues, especially people who have been through a very traumatic experience. And I find it kind of a unfortunate thing that it has become so trendy because a lot of times people without any mental health issues whatsoever will claim to have one just because everybody else does. And it's kind of a shitty thing. And you know, I have an issue with it, yes, but it also kind of doesn't make the people who actually do have issues with mental health and who are struggling and are ill to get the help that they need, because so many other people claim to have that same problem. Now, with that being said, I don't want to undermine anybody who does suffer from mental health, and I know that there are a lot of us out there who truly do and who truly do need the treatment and the help and the counseling and support from doctors, psychologists, psychiatrists, support groups, etc. So this video is for you. I wanted to make this video because I do believe that your physical and emotional health do go hand in hand. I don't believe that it's two separate ends of the spectrum. I believe that they are 100% without a doubt tied together. Now, I'm not going to blame the fact that I was very stressed out through the course of 2017 and 18 on the fact that I got thyroid cancer, but I will say that maybe had I been in more of a positive state, had I been in a more state of gratitude and really listening to my inner self, I probably would not have gotten as sick as quickly. Needless to say, I also believe everything happens for a reason, within reason. So I also want to say that I don't think that it was necessarily the stressful situations in life that I was going through that caused my cancer. What this video is about is basically just to explain how I believe that all of our physical ailments and mental ailments go hand in hand, are basically one thing, are basically one full example. Our bodies and our minds, yes, I believe our soul is separate from our body, but I do believe that because of what's in our soul really has an impact on what happens to our body. There is a very interesting new series on Netflix called The Goop Lab by Gwyneth Paltrow. It talks about alternative, more modern and even Eastern sources of treatment and medicine, and I find it very interesting. It doesn't necessarily push the idea of these types of treatment on anybody, because I do very much strongly believe in Western medicine and treatment. It also just gives people more of a different idea that there are different options out there for you, and for some people like me that the general practical treatments don't necessarily work for right offhand, it's usually a good thing to try something different and just to let people know that there are other options and are other available types of treatment for you. That was a mouthful and a lot for me to say without having some hydration. So with that being said, I do want to mention how my mental health has changed since diagnosed with cancer. I have always been a dramatic and emotional person as it is. I teach drama, for heaven's sakes, for a living, and I'm an artist. And by trade, we are typically more dramatic, emotional. We feel things more fully. But I will say that having been diagnosed with cancer has made me a lot more anxious. And I definitely do believe, as well as I've been diagnosed with PTSD. No, I'm not medicated daily for these types of things. There are multiple things that I wanted to try before absolutely deciding that that's the route to go down, but it's a definite thing. I still have days where I absolutely just like can't believe that what's actually happened to me has, but in most cases than not, I'm grateful for the experience. Now, it doesn't mean that what I experience isn't, it doesn't mean that what I experience is less valid or less important, because I am grateful overall for the experience, but it does make it, I guess, sort of a difficult thing, because I am happier now, having gone through the experience. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, just because I'm happier now, having gone through that experience, it does not mean, and it does not, should not, undermine the traumatic things that I go through on a weekly and daily basis since I have been diagnosed with cancer. My anxiety is through the roof now, and it's really, really difficult when you have to try to explain exactly what you're feeling to a peer or to a doctor, because a lot of times people don't fully understand if they haven't gone through it themselves or gone through something similar. So there's really no conclusion to this video, but what I'm trying to do is just basically bring awareness to the fact that your mental state and your physical state do go hand in hand. They are one thing. They are not separate from each other. I think that had I been in a better place, that I probably would have healed a lot faster. I might not have metastasized as further, and I know that that sounds crazy to some people, but I truly believe that. And also, I think that because I am happy now, and because I have practiced more gratitude, even though I'm still very anxious, I believe that a lot of the reason why I haven't gotten an intense reoccurrence is because of my mental state and because of the life that I live now. So there will be a part 2 to this video. This is just to kind of explain my personal belief. Again, I'm not a doctor. I don't think I mentioned that as a disclaimer in the beginning of this video, but it's something that a lot of people shun. Mental health is definitely something that's important. It's definitely something that should not be tossed aside. It is definitely something that deserves treatment and diagnosing and recognition, and nobody should be ashamed if they're experiencing any sort of thing in their mind or in their hearts that affect their everyday life. It is especially common for people that have been through a diagnosis or a disease or something very traumatic. PTSD does not just occur to people who have been to war or have been through the loss of a loved one. It's a very real thing that deserves treatment and love and care, and I will touch more on the subject. I just wanted to say that if you are feeling some sort of anxiety or PTSD since you have been diagnosed with an illness, since you have suffered a loss or a life change, you are not alone. There are people out there who believe you, who understand what you're going through, who are very, very, very much experiencing the same things that you are. So with that being said, just please, before I can get into any more, I want that to hopefully maybe be enough today to kind of help you and give you peace of mind in knowing that you're not fighting this fight alone. There are many others out there who believe you, who feel the same things that you do, and who hope the best for you and hope that you get treatment too, because it's not a very easy road to go down. So happy Valentine's Day to you guys. I promise to be more lighthearted and more diligent, vigilant with my uploading, whatever the proper word is, and I hope you're all doing well. I'm so sorry it's been a while since I've been around, but I'm back, and I will see you all very soon. Have a great Valentine's Day and a great rest of your winter. Bye-bye.